Hey everyone, and welcome to my Plus Size Grandma Reality Show podcast. I'm Miss Coco Bowden. I hope that you're all having a great morning. I truly am. I just came off the air. I think morning times are so good. I'm so blessed this morning. I'm so thankful this morning for a lot of things. I'm thankful for my life, strength, and health. I'm thankful for my mobility. I'm thankful that I'm able to, get up and do things that I love to do. I'm just thankful for life this morning. So many people didn't make it to the day, but here I am. God allowed me to be here, so I'm just thankful for that. So, having said all that, today is chore day for me. Usually I try to do my chores on today. On Mondays. On Mondays and Tuesdays. Because that's mostly the times when I don't have much to do. But now, it's the time when I don't have much to do. So I do choose the days like this to schedule my chore days around. And I do have to schedule some things because I don't have a washing machine and dryer here at home. So my son, he'll be by. You might hear him come in later on. If I'm still on here, you'll probably hear him come in and pick up my clothes and stuff because he's going to wash them for me. Thank God I don't got to do that part. I don't mind now, y'all. I don't mind doing that part, but he just offered to go ahead and do it since he was already heading that way. I'm like, yeah, okay. That's fine with me. Because, every once in a while, we all need that extra help. So I'm glad that, he decided to go do it. It's still an early morning, though. And I'm weepy. I'm sleepy, y'all. This heat feeling good in here, too. I am sleepy. But I'm talking with y'all so I can get through what I need to get through. So what I'm supposed to be doing is getting together covers. Washing covers today. Covers and curtains it is. Which I'm glad. I don't mind. And I do have a few other things that need washing. Let me see. Probably just gonna do like one thing of clothes. And everything else is gonna be covers and curtains. Because I love to smell nice curtains. Towels. Gotta wash towels. For me to be one person, I be going through a lot of stuff, y'all. For me to be one person, I will, oh my God. Some days, it depends on my mood. But some days, I can change clothes 2-3 times easily. And I won't even realize I done it. I guess because I've been doing it for so long. But I caught myself the other day. I was like, what in the world? I'll just be changing clothes. So I'm more aware of that now. So I try not to. Oh, man. I do have clothes that got to be washed. Yes. Let me get these clothes. I told them I didn't have many clothes, but, and I don't. I'm not going to send many on them like that. Nope. But it is some things I need washed here. Especially my blacks. Y'all know I love the color black. I actually love the color black now just because it's black. And not because it would make me look slimmer. But now I can appreciate the true color of black, okay? I used to only appreciate it because I felt like it made me look smaller. So I only wore it because I was told I would look smaller. And so I believed that I looked smaller. Reality is there's some colors that are slimming. But if you big bone, you really just gonna look big bone. I mean, honestly, you just gonna look big bone. So, oh yeah, I gotta wash all this. Yes. I think this has already been washed. So what are you doing over there? I love to see towels washed. I love the smell of towels when they get washed. Especially when you use a lot of, well, not a lot, but enough Clorox that you can tell that Clorox has been there. Yup. And I don't, now this basket of stuff right here, y'all, it's got some stuff in it, but it's got to go. Yeah, it's time for this stuff to go. Matter of fact, I may just go through some of this stuff right now and get ready to throw it away because it's trash day coming up too. No, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to do it later on, but definitely it's got to go. Because this stuff been in this basket for a year, I think, and I don't think I've woke anything out of it for no year. Not that basket, no way. I need to wear this dress now. So, y'all, just a reminder, my granddaughter's book is coming out February the 14th, Valentine's Day. You can go ahead and pre-order. You can pre-order through Amazon. Animals are different. The recommended age for reading would be like anywhere, because it's a book that you can read to a newborn and stuff like that. So anywhere from newborn to around 8 years old, I think they would really appreciate this book. Between that ages there. It's a real nice book. It opens your eyes up to some things, you know. It even makes you respect animals. Gives you this newfound appreciation for animals and stuff. I know, like, for me, I went through this period when I didn't like animals. It was a long period, too, for like 20 years. But I'm just not getting back where I actually like watching videos with cats and dogs and stuff like that. I'm getting back where I like it. Because when I was younger, I actually did love animals when I was younger. I was crazy about animals. I had a dog that I was crazy about. His name was Johnny Boy. But I don't know what happened. I just started having fear of animals. And, well, I would say that's what happens when you start hanging with people who scared of every doggone thing. That stuff is going to rub off on you. I don't care who you are. Eventually it's going to rub off on you, whether you in their presence or out of their presence. You're going to find yourself acting like the people you hang with. So I was around a lot of people who were scared of every little doggone thing. I mean, everything. Everything. I can't remember a time they weren't scared this or that was going to happen. Next thing you know, I started being scared of animals. And I like certain dogs now. Now, I have a right to be scared of pits and Rottweilers and stuff like that. But it was some animals that I really actually thought were cool. And I liked them. Or I liked them. Ugh. All right. Let me grab these pillowcases. I know I'm going to sleep good tonight. Because y'all, let me tell y'all, I be trying to keep my bed covers and stuff washed up all the time because I am premenopause and I sweat a lot. I sweat a lot. Like, right now, when I wake up, I'm sweating. When I fall asleep, I'm sweating. I'm just sweating something, you know. Let me see, do I need to wash this one? No, that was fine. I don't need to be washing stuff just to be washing it. Y'all know sometimes we would do that. You ever been like that? When you ain't got to do it yourself, you're saying extra. That would be so wrong of me, so I'm not going to do that. Because I'm just thankful he was like, well, I'm going to wash clothes and I'll wash yours too. So, let me not be. Oh yeah, I got to wash this. I had this little CPAP pillow. I have to make sure it gets washed. I think this is it for me. This is it. Y'all, listen, I checked on my J-Base podcast, and it's doing so good so far. I have listeners out of North Carolina. I would play on it, but I got to test out some more things before I actually play the guitar on there. And see how some things is gonna go for me. But I'm so thankful that people are really embracing, you know, who I am. You know, that's playing bass guitar has always been like my dream. I love lead guitar too. Don't get me wrong. I want to play both. And I have, you know, I have been able to play both, fortunately, in my life. Good times in my life. But now I'm just doing the bass. And I'm probably going to pull the keyboard out too soon. Okay, y'all, I think I got all my stuff together. I'm going to pull the keyboard out soon as well. But bass is my heart. Like, I just put my finger on that string and it just takes me to a whole nother world. Like, I feel so empowered. Like, it's like I have so much control. Like, I'm controlling this. I own this. This is mine. Because that's my first bass, so that's my baby. That's my baby, and it got to be a Glary. I never heard of Glary before until I actually started searching for a bass guitar. That's the first time I heard of that brand. I knew there was Fender and Ibanez. There's so much to go along with it, but I just absolutely loved the whole entire process. But I appreciate, because I know it had to be some of you guys leaving from over here going to that podcast, listening. So I appreciate you guys doing that. And don't forget, you can always follow my Facebook page. It's called My Plus Size Grandma Reality Show Podcast. And also J Bass Boughton. You know, J, the letter J. As in Jamie. The letter J. Alright. So let me see. What else do I have to do here? Oh, here's another one. Alrighty. I guess I might can watch that. But yeah, that has always been a dream of mine, is playing the bass guitar. It's amazing. I don't mean to be in y'all ears and stuff, but I am getting my stuff together for these chores. Let me see here. Good morning. Dun, 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 dun. Now I want to see the Wizard of Oz. Ooh. Oh, y'all. Janet Jackson documentary part 2. What do I think about it? I think that Janet, I wish that they would have let out more on Janet. You know, who Janet was, who Janet is as a person, you know. They really skipped around the bush on her. They didn't give too much on her. Like, they touch on it and then they run to somebody else. So, I was, like, really hoping that we would find out something that we didn't know about Janet. Because most of the stuff she was talking about, we kind of knew that. We kind of figured that. But what we wanted some shocking details, some juice, some juice. I mean, the documentary was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good, but I was just expecting more juice. Like, yeah, we wanted to hear about the record labels and how they didn't want them together and stuff. But I wanted more of Janet. I just still felt like she was in Michael's shadow with this documentary, because everything was still based around Michael. And I don't know if that's the way she wanted it, if that's, she did that to keep from really looking at herself. But I can tell that she's grown a lot. She's really grown a lot, so. In the world. Yeah, she's grown a lot. Ooh. But I wanted more of her. I wanted more of her because I've always, like, when I was seeing them hairstyles, I was like, yes. Because I always tried to look like Janet when I was younger. Because, you have that favorite superstar that you want to be like. And so I used to wear the blacks and stuff and those earrings. Ooh. Y'all don't know, I be jumping on a bed in a heartbeat. But yeah, I felt like they could have told us more about Janet. I didn't get enough about her. Good documentary, it just wasn't. Like, there was so much more they could have touched on about Janet. Like, they only touched a little bit about her eating habits and stuff. And her weight. I would have liked to know more about that. I mean, because really, clearly that was, had a big influence and impact on her life. It was sad, though, when she actually said that, those are my brothers. When she said Michael kept picking on her, calling her pigs and stuff. And she was like, but it hurt. But she knew it was just brotherly love. No, everything ain't brotherly love. Some stuff is they really are trying to break you down. I mean, really, if it hurts, then it ain't love. That kind of hurt anyway. That's not love. That's a family member really trying to break you down on the sly. But I can tell that she was still bothered by some of the things that she was called by him. I mean, her expressions told a lot. And I can believe that Michael said that, because Michael, in some way, was probably jealous of Janet. I mean, she was the baby, and she was the one that knew how to speak up, for herself. Even though it took a lot for her, she did. She still spoke up for herself. She still stood her ground for herself. But here, Michael, on the other hand, he would be a grown man and still did not have emotional freedom. Y'all, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. When I tell y'all, emotional freedom takes you to a different level in life. When you don't have that emotional freedom, I don't care how tough you talk, it's certain people you'll go around and they can break you down just by looking at you. They can break you down just by saying one sentence. Giving you one look. They can break you back down if you don't know what to do, and if you haven't trained yourself not to respond to their shenanigans. For years, I kept making that same mistake, thinking I was strong enough to go around people like that, and I wasn't. Emotionally, I was not strong enough. Physically, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you might can fight physically and stuff like that, but emotionally, that stuff is still going to lay on that brain. It's still going to lay there until you start doing something about it. So, yeah, that sucks how Michael did her. And he was old enough to know better. Because keep in mind, there was a big age difference between Michael and Janet, I think. Actually, I don't know what the age difference was between them. But I think it was. Or I might be thinking about Ruby. Now, Ruby come on there, and I honestly think Ruby just didn't know what to say on there. They could have left Ruby out of that, because Ruby did not add to it at all. All she was, oh, I don't know. Yeah, Ruby could have stayed up out of that because Ruby was clearly out of place. She was like, well, I'm in the church and, this doesn't represent, and Ruby, come on, girl, bye. They could have left her out of that. And I wonder where LaToya was. Why LaToya didn't come speak on Janet's behalf. But I think that family is really just more divided than they're willing to admit. And that's understandable because when you've been through as much torture as they really went through to get famous, I mean, they may not have sold their soul, but they sold a chunk of their life, a chunk of their personality, a chunk of their true self, their true personality. That's the thing about fame. You got to give up something for something. You got to give up something for something. And if you're not careful what you give up, you could give you up and end up, in a world state of depression and stuff, or just pretending like you're happy and stuff. Like, did y'all see that Lord, what's her name? Let me find my phone, my other phone. Oh man, I did not mean to snatch this out the wall. I didn't mean to do it. But let me tell y'all. So when I was looking at Janet Jackson's documentary, first thing I thought about was mental health here. Look at the mental health. I mean that's just me. Maybe I just be so focused on mental health things so much. But that's the first thing I thought about was her mental health has gotten better, but it had to be changes to get it to that point. But what I'm looking for is this article on that girl that committed suicide. Oh, trigger warnings, because I'm about to talk about this article. And it is about suicide. Okay, so her name is Chelsea Christ, former Miss USA and Miss North Carolina, dies at 30. She was 30 years old and ran and jumped out her apartment. Like, that's something that you would think only happens on movies. So basically, it was suicide. Hold up. Trying to find the story. Let's just read over this right quick. New York, Chelsea Christ. I don't know if that's Christ or Christ. The 2019 winner of the Miss USA pageant and a correspondent for the entertainment news program Extra has died at age 30. She was a graduate of Wake Forest University School of Law in Winston-Salem and was Miss North Carolina, USA, prior to being crowned Miss USA. Police say Christ jumped from a Manhattan apartment building and was pronounced dead at the scene Sunday morning. Her family confirmed her death in a statement. In devastation and great sorrow, we share the passing of our beloved Chelsea, the statement said. Her great light was one that inspired others around the world with her beauty and strength. She cared, she loved, she laughed, and she shined. Excuse me, y'all. Chelsea embodied love and served others, whether through her work as an attorney fighting for social justice, as Miss USA, and as a host on Extra. But most importantly, as a daughter, sister, friend, mentor, and colleague. We know her impact will live on. And then it goes to talk about these degrees and stuff that she got. But clearly there was no amount of degrees, education, that could stop her from feeling whatever she was feeling on the inside that made her do what she did. And that's sad. Because we never know what a person is feeling. When you don't know what they're feeling, and I see people all the time just run them out. Some of these mouthy people just need to sit down and just hush for real. Like, sometimes it make you want to just hit them in the mouth. I mean, because when you listen to them talk and they just make situations worse. They take small things and blow it up. Okay, y'all, let me take that statement back about hitting them in the mouth. Okay, maybe not hit them physically in the mouth. But you know what I'm saying? It's just a metaphor. Not really physically now. Because we ain't doing no jail time for nobody. But I'm just saying that they do make you they make you not want to be around them. They just talk too doggone much. And here we have young girls like her. She's 30 years old. And jumps out a window. Like, I wonder what happened. And I definitely wonder if drugs played a part in it. Because these drugs they got now will make you feel like you can fly. And these drugs now will have you jumping over cars and everything. So, but I'm praying for her family. I'm praying for her family because I know that's devastating to them, especially with her being so young. And then when I look at her pictures, she's so beautiful. Like, people you can't go by looks because to look at her pictures, she looks so beautiful, vibrant, like she's having the time of her life. But on the inside, she may have been, struggling for the time of her life, struggling to keep her life. I mean, who knows? That's why it's not good to put people down. Oh, y'all, I done did my little work so far. I got a few more things I got to do in here today. But yeah, I'm praying for her family. It just breaks my heart every time I see somebody lose the battle to mental health. And then society got the nerve to think mental health ain't important. Society got the nerve to pick on people who need extra love and care because of how they were brought up or how one crisis may have changed their life forever. And the people picking don't even realize that they're the real sick ones. Because if you laughing at somebody while they on a downfall, what that say about you? You either sick or you evil. One or the other. You sick or evil. You sick-minded or you just evil. Evil-hearted. When you start laughing and picking at people that's on their downfall or laughing at people who trying to come up and do better. That's why I don't talk to everybody. I do not talk to everybody. Because I found that people would get jealous of your struggle. People mad at me because I'm trying to lose weight to save my life. I was sitting up there 560 pounds. And they were steady just humiliating me and putting me down. And mentally, that stuff was tearing me up. Mentally, I was to the end of my rope one time. I was like, I'm just hanging by a thread now. I'm hanging by a thread. And I was like, but I got to grab hold of Jesus. This was years ago. It was years ago when I first started my first weight loss journey. It was so humiliating. I had to wait at the truck stop. You hear me? I had to weigh myself at the truck stop because at the doctor's office at that time they didn't have scales go up to no 500 and some pounds. And so I was told, and then I went to like the fitness center to work out, and I was told that, I was too heavy for the scale. The scale didn't register me. And that's when I was told, well, you need to go to the truck stop and weigh. I went to the truck stop and weighed, and I was 560 pounds. Yep. So I was near my 600-pound life pounds, right? And I remember going to Curbs back then. This was in the early 2000s. Maybe around 2000. Wait a minute. Hold up. My daddy was still living. It was the early 2000s. This was around 2003, I think. 2003, 2004, somewhere along in there. Because my dad ended up dying 2006. So maybe this was 2005. Yeah. It was 2005 because my dad died 2006, I think. Y'all, I'm so screwed up on the dates right now. But anyway, we know it was some early 2000, okay? And I remember I was working out so hard. It hurted. It hurted, y'all, because I was 560 pounds, like, to lift one leg, one arm, like, that was so heavy. It was so hard. And when I would work out around home, I had family members that were laughing and picking at me. And every time my mom see me, she was like, your big fat self. She was always like that, just insulting me. People think they can say something because they add a laugh with it, that it don't hurt. But one of these days, they're going to say something to me, and they're going to get just what they're asking for. Let me stop. I'm serious, though. I'm not playing at all. Because when I look at all these people who are hurting mentally because they didn't speak up for themselves, there's a lot of people who did not speak up for themselves. And now they either have severe mental illness problems like schizophrenia and stuff. Some people would have been okay, but they didn't know how to speak up for themselves. Some people are in the ground 6 feet under because that was the only way they felt they could speak up for themselves. So if you see me blanking and bucking, it's for a good reason. I gotta speak up for me. That journey to weight loss was so hard. And every time I run across people like that, it just triggers me back to those memories of how hard it was when I was younger trying to lose weight. And, just had a whole load of family members just all the time picking and laughing and cackling and stuff. And I'm like, everything ain't funny. Some of that junk ain't funny because if y'all look at y'allself, y'all ain't in no better shape than I am. And that was 100% true, by the way. But yeah, I went to Curbs and I was trying to work out. And the women are just mean to other women, okay? That's why you always hear women say, oh, I'm better off, I can be a better friend to a man than I can a woman. Because women are mean to each other. The women I was under at Curbs, they start off being nice to you when they want you to get the membership, and then it turns to a whole nother thing. It seemed like everybody that came in my life always started out being real nice, and then hold up, y'all. Give me a second. I gotta take my medicine too. Yeah, it seemed like most of the women that was coming into my life, they start off being real nice. And then after about a month or two, the real them would come out. They couldn't hold it. And they would talk about my weight. They'd talk about my hair. They would say pretty. They'll say you pretty. And then add about 8 or 9 other statements of negativity toward my body. Or try to shame me, body shaming me, or just trying to put me down. Oh, why you didn't paint your nails? You should paint your nails like that. That's probably why I don't like fingernail polish to this day. I wear it sometimes, but I don't feel like I necessarily just need it. I never forget, that woman told me that. She said, why you didn't paint your nails? Her nails were done, but her toes... True story, y'all. She was trying to get on me about my fingernails not being painted. Talking about, ooh, girl, we gotta do better than this. Well, she was like, you gotta do better than this. But we was right though, because the whole time she talking to me, yeah, she had her nails done, but it was summertime, and when I looked at her toes, they were a mess. I was like, she got some nerve. Look at them toes. But women are mean to other women. And they learn this from the generations that they come out of. Women are mean to other women. Sit there and smile in each other's faces, and the whole time be in secret competition for nothing. For nothing. Secret competition, why? I used to say, why does mama want everything she see all the other women with? Mama go somewhere, somebody's house, and she dealing with something. Next thing you know, there she was, stressing daddy about she need to get it. Oh, I got to have it. Got a China cabinet. What'd she do? Fill it up with stuff. It won't pretty like what she saw at other people's house. She ended up filling hers up with mail and let me see, it was mail. There was some china in there. There was some beautiful china in there. But it didn't end up being the way she wanted it to be. It ended up being a cabinet where, you just put your most valuable stuff. Everybody put their papers and stuff in it. So, but that just goes to show you, though, when you get so full of yourself and you get so jealous of others, you'll start wasting money. You'll start trying to keep up with them. Keeping up with the Joneses. Keeping up with not even the Joneses. I guess they say the Joneses are the rich people. What do we call the poor people? Because you try to keep up with anybody that looks to be doing anything better than you. And it's unnecessary. Anyway, y'all, I am going to fix me some breakfast. I got to take my medicine. And I got to get ready for my workout. I don't know. I just kind of rambled this morning, didn't I? I jumped some topics, I do know. I went through about 3 or 4 topics, but it's all good. It be like that sometimes. Let me get this blood pressure pill down. One day I'm going to be off these things. For real. I do believe if I get 200 pounds or less, I do believe I'll come off of it. I honestly do think that. Because I remember when I was 15, I was 250 pounds and I had high blood pressure. So I know it's going to take losing at least down to 200 pounds. Whew. Down the hatch it went. I'm not kidding, y'all. If my son don't hurry up and come, I may fall back asleep. I worked this morning. I may fall back asleep. I'm trying to stay up. That's why I started talking. Because I felt myself getting sleepy. I got up early today, 6 o'clock a.m. I did not go to sleep till... I was stressing last night, y'all. I lost a good friend yesterday. I lost a good friend, and it just, like I said, it hurts my heart to see people battling these mental illnesses, and they try to cope in their own way. So I thought about him all night, and finally ended up taking one of my pills to help me rest. But I ain't fall asleep at 3 o'clock. Then I had to get back up at 6. Lord, and so now I need a nap. Might go eat some yogurt for breakfast. I miss little baby. See, I have to do my work on Mondays because little baby come up here to my little baby Emery. She come up here with me Tuesdays through Thursdays, sometimes Fridays. And I just teach her like preschool stuff. Because we're not trying to send our baby off so she can get sick. So I'd be like, yes, bring her here. We'll have a good time. I went and brought her some Paw Patrol coloring books and some crayons. Just little stuff we can do here together, me and her. Yep. All right, y'all. So it's been 40 minutes now, and y'all have a blessed day. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel on YouTube. Oh, did I mention I had some dislikes on YouTube? And I absolutely made the video private after that. But I'm gonna go put it back because I'm gonna put it back where people can see it though. What is that? I'm looking at something on. Oh. I got a feeling I'm going to fall asleep. Because my bed just feels too comfortable. Y'all, I got one of them. Y'all, we're going to have to talk about my bedroom one day. I got one of them bedrooms that's just so comfortable. It's like when I pray in here. Like, it's so peaceful. It's so peaceful. I be hating to leave my bedroom. I be hating to leave out of it because it's so peaceful and it's just a place of relaxation. All right, y'all. So I'm about to fall asleep. Now I'm going to get back up. I got my little smoothie drink today. This little drink got a lot of sugar in it. 36 grams. What's the date? I got a doctor's appointment today at 7 p.m. It's going to be televisit. And I've got one February the 3rd to get my blood work done. My labs and stuff. Hopefully everything come out good. Now, I know I've been working out harder than I did last month. I think November November I worked out pretty good. November, December, October. So I haven't seen my doctor in 3 months. And so this is like a checkup thing. Make sure my kidneys and stuff are okay. Yep. Actually, I'm glad. I'd be glad to meet with my doctors and stuff. Because when the more you know about your body, preferably you can prevent a lot of diseases and illnesses with early detection of stuff. All right. I'm gone this time for real. I got one of those little I hate to go moments, But then when I hear myself dragging, I'm dragging now. Peace, y'all.